So I've driven from my backyard to the front yard. You can probably see the clock minutes needle maybe has moved 2 minutes, and the temperature gauge is already moving. That's how bloody hot it is today. For those who have not seen it, this is what our funny plastic money looks like in Australia. Cash. I never use it. I have no need for it. I do everything electronically these days. Someone owed it to me, so I'm just going to go and fill up the 124. Use this and the rest electronically. And we'll see what the temperature gauge does on a 40-degree day. It'll be very interesting. So here I am taking my blue-black 124 for a casual drive on a 41-degree afternoon. It is Christmas Day. Yes, I have drunk about a bottle of champagne, but that was 5 hours ago with my lunch, and I will be 0% blood alcohol level by now. So I'm not putting my 124 or anybody at risk. I was just interested to see how the temperature would be on a day like today. Obviously, I'm not doing any stop-start traffic, but I believe I'm sitting on 100 degrees at the moment. And I do run the factory spec 87-degree thermostat. Obviously, that would be sitting a bit lower if I did as many other people do and run the 79-degree alternative. But I don't mind the 87. It doesn't really get much hotter than this, other than on a day like today and myself doing a hill climb. It can go up maybe to 110, worst case scenario. But right now, it probably won't go any more than where it is right now, and that's more than acceptable. My cooling system is perfect. Everything is in very good condition or new, and I run genuine MB coolant in this car. And I am running my air conditioner at the moment, recirc mode, temperature wheels set to a comfortable temperature for me, and fan speed 2. It is now cold enough that my hands would be uncomfortable on the sides of the steering wheel. Yes, far too cold, but it's keeping the cabin at a chilly 20-something degrees Celsius. So aircon is still working fabulously from when I rebuilt it in 2014, and that is very impressive, even if I do say so myself. But I'm no stranger to rebuilding air conditioners. That's pretty much my first job out of high school, but I didn't like it, so I moved into the IT field because I don't like getting my hands dirty, ironically. So let's carry on and see what the temperature does. I suspect it won't change at all. I will come back to you if I see any differences. This is a deserted road. It's not even a public road. It's just an access road. So it's nice and safe to do my tests out here. Just reporting back. I've driven a few more kilometers up the road, and my temperature gauge has moved slightly above the 100 line. It would be worth noting that my auxiliary fans will be running at the moment because I have the resistor mod on this car, and they turn on at around 95 degrees. So basically this cooling system is doing everything it can right now in this harsh West Australian summer. Obviously there are some other modifications I can do to get it to perform better, but honestly I'm never going to drive this car in this weather. This is just for yours and my interest. Because it's black, or blue-black, I should say, I will never leave this car parked on a day like this. It will just absolutely destroy it. It gets insanely hot in a matter of minutes left in the West Australian sun. So this is my fair weather car. And that temperature's gone up a little bit more. I'm probably 102 degrees right now. But the temperature outside is 41.5 degrees. It's not exactly cool. So what is that? That's 60 degrees difference between the radiator and the ambient air. So it's yeah, not too bad, I suppose. I will actually do a test stop at the end of this road where I need to turn around, and we'll see where the temperature gets up to there. That will simulate stopping at a red light. So I'm at a complete stop now, and yes, I can hear those auxiliary fans screaming. We'll just go for a look outside. Holy crap, it's hot out here. To my surprise, the temperature's not actually going up. Maybe I don't have the restriction of airflow caused by a car in front of me, such as what would happen at a red light. Because I'm in a completely open area here, it seems to be doing okay. The auxiliary fan is doing the job. And we'll just take off and see what happens. I will, of course, hear that clutch fan scream as I take off. Yep. And temperature actually dropped, so the clutch fan forced a heck of a lot of air through that radiator in a short period of time, and it brought the temperature down instantly. So I'm thinking I could actually modify the clutch fan to cut in at a lower temperature. You can shave a little bit off the calibration pin in the middle of that clutch to do so. Something to think about. I might actually do that. Anyway, I'm going to drive home now, and we'll see how it does when I get into my backyard. Of interest, I'm back in my carport now, and it's not really any cooler, but the low-speed driving has saw the temperature drop slightly. Now I'm going to turn the engine off for a few minutes while I open my gate up to go into the backyard, and I bet we see the temperature skyrocket. Alright, let's see where the temperature has gotten after a few minutes with the engine turned off. Surprisingly, not any different. Well, this car's making a liar out of me today. It looks like it's doing really well. So really, there is no reason why you can't drive your 124 around in 40 plus degree temperatures as long as your cooling system is operating correctly. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. It is still a 30-something-year-old car, and I want to look after it, so I will only drive it in fair weather. In any case, it's now time to turn it off, let it cool down, and put it back on its trickle charger.